Exercise 3.
Most American blacks originally come from an area in Western Africa. This area had efficient governments and a lot of its wealth came from trading. The slave trade began in the early 1500s. For the next 300 years, millions of black Africans were taken by ship to the USA and Latin America.
During the Revolutionary War in America, from 1775 to 1783, many Americans turned against slavery. They felt it was against human rights. However, in the south of the USA, there were large farms which grew cotton, tobacco, and other crops. They needed lots of workers, and most of their workers were slaves. Most of the people who were against slavery lived in the north of America. This would eventually lead to a civil war between the North and South.
After the Civil War, the US government helped freed slaves to find jobs, houses, and education. But as they tried to enter society, many black people found that the racism of white people made life difficult.
Gradually, the civil rights movement started up. In 1955, Rosa Parks, a civil rights activist, was arrested for disobeying a city law that required blacks to give up their seats on the bus when white people wished to sit in them. Black people protested by refusing to ride on the buses. They protested for 382 days. The protest ended when the city abolished the bus law.
The most famous civil rights leader was Martin Luther King. He asked African Americans to protest peacefully. During the early 1960s, the efforts of the civil rights groups ended discrimination in many public places, including restaurants, hotels, and cemeteries.